Hello, welcome back, Let's Do Video viewers, to the luxurious Let's Do Video boardroom. And it's great to have Rich back with us. Rich, could you please introduce yourself?
Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Yeah, my name is Rich Moscoso. I'm the product manager at AVer for Connected Health.
And, I'm excited to have you back here. You guys are just putting out product after product after product, but I'm always particularly excited about the healthcare products because that tends to be the cutting edge stuff. That's where you put all the new best technology, and the use cases are so compelling. And this one has so much under the hood. I don't even know where to begin with us. So what can you tell us about your latest healthcare camera or system, I should say?
Yeah, we're really excited about this new product we're coming out with, the MD720UIS. Um, One of the benefits of this, if you notice at the end of the model number, the S stands for system. So it really is our first all-in-one system. So what that means is you can actually load up an app. It comes native with Android 12. So if you happen to have an app that's already developed for Android, you could literally install it on the MD720 and have it running, right? So there's no need for like a small form factor computer or some sort of Nook, right, that you're accustomed to where you hook up a mouse and keyboard. You could hook up your mouse and keyboard directly to the MD720 UIS.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can think of so many applications where you want to run an app in a room in a healthcare situation where you don't want to bring another computer. I really didn't. You told me as we were talking about this before we started recording that it's a system, it is Android, but I just visualized it hooking up a keyboard and mouse to it. It's a computer.
Correct.
That really
Yeah,
opens things up. There's so many applications for that.
sure. Yeah, it's all about, less points of failure, right? So anytime you can reduce those points of failure, the less headaches you're going to have down the road.
Excellent. So, what else do our viewers need to know about this new system?
Yeah, so not only does it have Android 12 built inside, all in one system, we've upgraded the speaker, so it comes now with a 10-watt speaker. We've also gone ahead and done the IEC certification, so like the IEC 60601-1-2. So that's still in there. It also comes with a microphone, so it's actually three microphones, so you can actually do beamforming and this sort of thing. Um, like our other connected health cameras that support Edge AI, right? Uh, the MD720 also has the same features such as eyes and facial tracking, fall detection, egress detection, as well as AI mosaic. So if you're not familiar with AI mosaic, that's privacy mode. So for privacy mode, there's a couple different things we can do.
Let's see. Here we go.
Yep. So so for AI mosaic mode, that's a privacy mode. And there's a couple different things we can do. One is we can actually blur out either the patient or family member's face or do a full body blurring, pixelization. We also have the ability for the camera lens to go into privacy mode. So what that means is that the camera lens will actually point down at a 90-degree angle, so straight down at the base. And if you happen to have the camera installed from the ceiling and it's inverted, then the camera would be pointing straight up.
Yeah, now that's important because you might think practically, if the camera's off, it's off. Who cares where it's pointed? But from a privacy isn't just a reality thing; it's a feeling thing, right? You have a feeling of privacy. If a camera's pointed at you, it's pointed at you. I don't care who tells me it's off. Please point it away. I'm trying to take a nap. It's right. It just feels better to have it point. So the fact that when it's in privacy mode, it actually physically points away, it may not seem like a big deal, but I think it is a big deal. And by the way, I love playing with this little slider. It really makes the point. When you say pixelization of faces, I'm like, okay, because I need to see what's going on in the room. Did someone fall down? Did they need help? Do I need to run in there if I'm a nurse or whatever? But I don't need to be recording what people's faces look like necessarily in all circumstances. So that's very
That's
cool.
correct. And it's worth mentioning that all these functions and features that I'm discussing, they're all built into the camera. So there's no need to like develop this, right? It's just a matter of accessing the controls, right? And then enabling these features from your remote platform. There's also a couple of other things that are worth mentioning about this camera is we've also gone through and done the IP31. So what that means is waterproof and dustproof. And also we've added PoE++ support. So because of the 10-watt speaker, the microphone, the camera being 20x optical, 4K, all this sort of thing, a gigabit network card on the back, also additional ports. Some of the ports also supply power. If you wanted to add an additional, say, a secondary camera, you could do that through the USB-C port. We've added the function for the feature of being PoE++ supported.
That's actually surprising. And this is so nerdy. Some of our viewers might be like, okay, we're getting a little too nerdy for me, David, here, but I love PoE. It's just, one less cable. Instead of having an internet cable and a power cable, I have a magic Happy David cable. But I really wouldn't expect it to work for something like this because this isn't just a camera. This is like you said, you're powering other things, you're plugging other things into it. So I'm surprised. I'm pleased, obviously, but I'm surprised that we got that working for, and that's going to make things so much easier for our integrators.
Yeah, it really is. And I'll kind of finish off here. There's also the ability on the HDMI side. There's an in and an out. So if you were to look at the back of this, you would actually see an HDMI in and an HDMI out. So that could be used in a couple different ways. So say if you have an existing TV box in the room, you could hook it up to the end of the MD720. It would just loop through. But imagine if you did want to initiate some sort of a call, then the MD720 has the ability for picture layout or display layout. So you could do picture in picture, picture on picture. There's different modes for that. So you could kind of momentarily pause whatever the patient may be viewing, and then your virtual nurse would appear. And then when the call ends, that all goes away and it just returns to the normally scheduled program that the patient happened to be viewing at the time.
It's funny. Sometimes you need to say something to me, even though it's right in front of my face. I've been thinking of this in terms of remote monitoring, putting it in patients' rooms and seeing if, there's a picture of the fall detection. But there's a picture right there. It shows it right there. You connect a monitor to it, and it's a video conferencing system. Hello, David. Look what's right in front of your face. But thank you for mentioning it because I completely overlooked that. It seems like an obvious thing. Yeah. All right, so that was a lot, but if there's anything else, we can always look down. I'll put a link down in the description for all the rest of the information. Rich, thank you so much for coming back again. It's always great to have you here, and thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Thank you.